Welcome back to the Iron Empire. I'm Mark Arnold, and this is the latest episode of
Just the Tip.
Okay, now in this week's tip, we're going to be talking shed builds. Yes, I'm going to tell you how to change the game when it comes to lining your shed. Now, while I was in the shed tonight, I was doing a bit of a cleanup, although it doesn't look like it, and I was thinking, out of all my YouTube videos, the biggest video by far is my $40,000 shed build. Now, I've made a few additions to this shed since then, so that budget has probably stretched a little bit, but people were really interested in how I done this and was super savvy with the overall build and how much it cost me. Budget. Before we get started, yes, I am talking into a tool right now. It seems to be the done thing lately, so I chose the biggest ratchet I own. Anyhow, today we're going to be talking about lining the walls. Now, of course, to make any shed that little bit better, you want to have comfort so you can work in it year round without being hot, cold, all the rest of it. I do have air conditioning in this shed, but that wouldn't work nearly as good without having this thing insulated. So first of all, when you're going to build a shed, do not skimp out. Put the space blanket in the top. At very least, you want to put the isolation in to try and reduce the rays just beating in and smashing your roof. In addition to that, you want to line your walls. Now, this is where this video might be relevant for you. So when I come to lining my walls and insulating them, I ended up using some leftover space blanket in the walls. Obviously, you can use normal household wall insulation or whatever you can get your hands on to line those walls. Now, usually the C channel that will basically build the framework of your shed is usually about 90 to 100 mil wide. So you have enough of a cavity there to fill up with insulation. Once you've got that insulation in and you want to line the wall, what you want to use is chipboard cover sheets. Now, you want to get cover sheets from a joinery. So chipboard is basically what you would see in any cabinetry nowadays. Usually about 16 millimeters thick, and anything from kitchen cupboards, bathroom vanities, laundries, wardrobes, all the rest of it is all chipboard stuff. Now, the good thing about chipboard is that it is obviously pretty strong. You can drill straight into it, a screw will bite up and it will not pull out. It is super strong. Obviously going to be a way better option for you than gyprock. So if you wanted to gyprock your shed, would be great if it's a showroom, but not so much for a workshop. The good thing about chipboard, and the reason I say cover sheets, now a cover sheet is basically the sheet that goes on the top and the bottom of a pack of chipboard when it goes to a joinery. And that's basically disposable throwaway sheets that they use to protect the good sheets. Now, usually any joinery will just keep a pallet of chipboard or MDF cover sheets. I wouldn't recommend MDF at all, but they'll keep a pallet of cover sheets in order to, they can use them to, a lot of them actually throw them away. If not, they might use them to make odd jobs here and there. The reason they don't use them for customer jobs is because technically it's not a brand new board, and sometimes they might have a little bit of a scuff here or there or whatever, so they can't sell it as new stuff. But if you go to a local joinery, you don't have to know them from a bar or soap. Go down to your local joinery and just walk in the door and say, hey guys, do you have any cover sheets? Half the time they'll give them to you. If at very worst, they might charge you $5 or $10 for a cover sheet. And if you're really lucky, you might even get white like I've got here. Now, this can be a massive game changer, although I don't care for the term. It's overused. The reason this can be a game changer is because it is so much cheaper than buying new. Now, everyone's go-to is Bunnings. You just go and buy the cheapest stuff you can get. But if you're lining a big shed, it is going to add up. I don't know what the boards are worth, maybe 30, 40, $50 a sheet. The good thing about cover sheets is that quite often they're free, and at worst case, they're probably $10. If you're lucky like me, you can get some white ones, and if not, just paint them, or even better, load your walls with parts and posters, and then it's a real shed. Now, if you're trying to get a bit more of a elite finish on your walls rather than just slapping it up like I have over here, don't worry about that. That's going to be covered. You'll never see that. But if you actually want to make it look more like a solid wall, like a proper room, you can actually join this stuff. Now, I done a bit of a shitty job on this. You could probably do a better job by actually gluing the ends and then just run a bit of a film of plaster over top, sand it out, and roll it. Now, I rolled this with like a bit of a motley effect. Didn't really work that good, but you can see the join is right here. Like I said, I done a bit of a ghetto job on that, But if you try a little bit harder, you can make these walls look smooth like any other wall, and it is cheaper than anything else you're going to find. Unless you steal it, of course. So as you'll see, I have lined a fair portion of my shed in this chipboard. I have one and a little bit walls left to go, and it's been years, but I'll eventually get to it. That's the sun. That's the side that hits the sun. That's the side that the sun hits, and you can tell it's substantially hotter when you stand over there and the sun's going past in comparison to like this side where the sun is hitting this wall and it's got that 100 mil break. Even if you want to stinge out and you don't have the money for insulation, even just having that thermal break between the outside corrugated iron and the chipboard on the inside, that will help you as well. So highly recommend doing this. Obviously, it would work in any outdoor space or indoor space for that matter. Carport area, whatever. Garden shed, whatever you want to do. Definitely look into doing chipboard and go to your local joinery and ask for cover sheets. Don't be afraid, guys. Get into it. Upgrade those sheds and get out there and keep wrenching. We'll see you soon for another episode of
Just the tip.
And I don't know exactly